Hello everybody. Yes, you guys, a little sparkle. Today is Lindy's in-person autism evaluation, and we are going to go in and they're going to do a play evaluation. From as I know, they're going to evaluate your speech. It's supposed to be a 2-hour appointment. Yeah, so I'm nervous and excited and all the things. Yeah, we're gonna see. Can't forget your communication device. Can't forget that. And we're gonna see how it goes. So when I get back, I will update you on what it was like, what we did, what they said, how intense it was. I know it sparkles. You love sparkles, and I'm hoping it goes well. We've had sparkles. Yep. We've had a little bit of a rough morning emotionally wise, but she seems better now. So I'm hoping it goes well. You're adorable, you know that. Yeah. You excited? You like your space? Yeah! She wanted space buns today. We gave her some space buns. You look so cute in your space buns. Oh, we're gonna dance. You're so cute. Yes, sparkles. All right, so we are going to head out right now, and I'll update you guys when we get back. Okay, guys, so I am back from the 2-hour autism in-person evaluation for my daughter, Lindy, who is 3 years old. I'm gonna first just talk about my emotions really quick because I think they're super important to talk about, because I don't feel that parents talk about how emotionally, physically draining these evaluations are on a parent. And I can't fully understand why it is, other than it's just heartbreaking to go through it. I mean, my range of emotion was even there, even though I am an expert at this nowadays. I run the range of emotions of why this shouldn't be happening. I hope it isn't anything, or I hope it is something, so things make sense. And yeah, it's an emotionally draining experience. And so if you are heading into one of these, expect to come out feeling like you've been ran over by a truck. Expect to just be sad, and it's completely normal and it will go away, but it's what it is, what I'm feeling right now. So yeah, let's talk about what the evaluation looked like. I got there and we met with a speech therapist first. We did an hour meeting, hour playing, hour of discussing Lindy and how she's doing. They first did a lot of play based. We did a lot of, like, because she loves little people, Lindy, they did like a little farm animal one. They did matching, like a picture in a car, like they're the same, they had to match them, and then she had to pick from like 2 different groups. And like, I mean, Lindy's comprehension skills are off the chart. She understands what's going on, and I'm so blessed. I mean, this girl knows what is happening. She can tell you what pictures are, you know, not verbally, but she can do it with her hands. Her comprehension's amazing. So I would say, if there's passing grades in that, she passed for typical child range in that sense completely. But like, I know Sawyer at that age could not do half of what Lindy was doing. So, I mean, when you compare it to that sense, I was like, okay, that's, you know, it's good. But I already knew all these things. I knew how smart she was and how bright she was and all the things that she could do. They tried to do mimicking like sounds of songs, trying to get her to do like farm animal sounds, like neigh, a duck, you know, quack quack, oink oink. And you know, Lindy can't do those sounds, but she tried. You know, she'd be like nah or bah. She has the right sound, let me just say. Like, she can mimic the sound of a word great, but has no way to form the words. They worked on, they tried to do bubbles. She didn't want to do bubbles. They saw some of her frustrations, you know, when she was all done. She was like all done. They worked on a little bit of sign language. They had a little bit of the communication device out, working on that. You know, the speech therapist was great, but she did ask me, like, you know, she's so young to get diagnosed with apraxia, like this isn't super typical. I told her the story of us, you know, we've seen now 4 speech therapists in this year span, and all have agreed that she has apraxia. So I've done my due diligence, and she is, yeah, she has it. And so I think she got it at the end. It's just, when a child is so bright, I think it's hard for people to believe that there could be an issue. You know, that's kind of my story as a dyslexic, a severe dyslexic, let me just say. I was very bright. I was very articulate. I very outgoing. People didn't want to believe it. She wasn't like, this lady was super great, super nice, but you know, they're skeptical, which maybe that's part of the job. So yeah, a lot of play based. They played with cars, they played with trucks, they played with farm animals, they mimicking, putting things into things, all these things that the speech therapist did. They had me fill out like a bunch of questions about things I've already filled out, about how verbal she is, words she's using, eye contact, all these things that I filled out that, you know, eye contact's pretty good. You know, she is pretty much nonverbal, but she uses a lot of gestures and a lot of yelling, a lot of sounds, very emotional child. I haven't said that before. Lindy feels deeply, and when she doesn't get her way, or she's not being understood, it's very hard. She gets very upset. And the speech therapist asked me a bunch of questions, things that I've already answered in the paperwork evaluation, but we did it again. We went over everything, and it was good. It was good. Sat in a room, super good. And then we finished that. That was about an hour. And we went to another room, which was with a therapist who I did the meeting with last week. And she, you know, first thing she said, we sat down, she's like, hey mom, I don't want any input from mom. I know it's an instinct to help your child, but I don't want you to say anything to your child unless your child literally comes up to you and asks you something, or like looks at you and like is direct with you. I was like, okay. So they did, like, they had a bathtub and they had a baby in it, and they played pretend like bathing, and she got frustrated, and because the baby didn't have a diaper on. It was just lots of things. And they had this like little launcher thing, and she like would shoot it and it would launch in the air, and she'd laugh, and then, but she kept trying to leave. Lindy was not loving it. She was like, I gotta go, see ya. A lot of redirecting back into the room. She did a lot of trying to see eye contact. If like the lady would say, oh, Lindy, look over there, and just use her eyes, if Lindy would follow her eyes. Lindy was somewhat consistent with that, so that was encouraging, which I thought was very interesting. I didn't know that that's what they were doing. It's really hard to tell what the therapist is doing when they're doing it. It really looks like play, but they are experts, and they're doing what they have to do, and they are evaluating your child. And I know with everything they asked her to do, they were watching for certain things that I have no idea what they were watching for. I'm just the mom and I'm not a therapist in this, you know, in the autism world. Talked about how girls, you know, show different signs of autism, and I did talk to her about how I feel like recently some of the autistic traits, if she has any, are showing up more. And I said, is that something you've seen before? She did say it is something she's seen before, and girls show autism super differently. You know, I was saying like, Sawyer, I knew after the age of 1, by 2, I knew after the age of 1 with Sawyer that something was up, something wasn't right. And then by 2, I knew something was really wrong. And I in my gut, I knew it was autism. I just didn't want to face it. I was, yeah, in denial. I said with her, Lindy, I didn't notice anything was up until 2, until she hit 2, and I went, you know, she's not really talking, you know? Okay, I guess we're gonna put her in speech therapy. Oh, she's not really talking. And then the last, I would say, I saw last summer, she started showing toe walking signs. And now she's almost toe walking all the time now. Almost, not fully, but we have the squeaker shoes. Yeah, we're just keeping an eye on it. I don't know what we're gonna do about that yet. But yeah, noticed the toe walking, and then she started having the staring spells about 6 months ago. And then recently she started doing some eye like twitching, like kind of looks like this. And I showed her a video of it, and she was saying, you know, it could be seizures, it could be something medical, it could be a stem, who knows. But that I did show her that. She's like, if it continues, I need to show it to our doctor, which I will, of course. But there's just things that, you know, I've noticed recently, like things are, I hate to say the word getting worse, but like things are showing up more that aren't typical, you know, that aren't like my other kids that don't have disabilities. And she was saying, like I said, that she has seen children show autism traits later. Between 2 and 4 is when most of the autistic traits start coming out, which I thought was fascinating. I thought it was like 2 years old, like you're seeing real signs. And you know, she was not giving us any autistic signs, just that she couldn't speak. But maybe that was the sign. I don't know. So we won't have the results for a few weeks. We don't even have the appointment set up yet. I was hoping we'd get that set up today, but until they get all the paperwork done, they look at it together, the team, then they'll schedule an appointment to go over the results. And I really, right now, I don't know what they're going to say. Like, I really don't know. Like I said before in the last video, my fear is that she's so high functioning. I know there's a better term. I know people don't like high functioning. Her needs are, you know, lower than some if she's on the spectrum, that they're just gonna be like, you know, she's not really autistic, you know, and she's okay. And then a couple years down the road, it's gonna be harder, and then they're gonna reevaluate it again, then we're gonna be back in this whole boat. And you know, if that's the road, it's the road. So whatever the results may be, if it is no, she's not autistic, I will be relieved, but I will not put it out of my mind. I'm not gonna mark this box checked if if they say she does not have autism, because I'm not convinced. Even if they say it, even if the experts say she's not autistic, I'm still gonna be like, okay, I'm okay with that now. We are going to keep doing what we're doing, and I'm hoping they're right. And I will keep a close eye on Lindy, and if things change again, I will get her evaluated again. If things change, if she stays the same or keeps improving or whatever, and I don't see these signs that I'm seeing right now, I will just be like, great, happy lady, we're just gonna keep moving, in a praxis of speech, we're gonna conquer. Yeah, so that is it. That is what to expect. It was 2 hours. It was long. I feel like I've been ran over. I'm very tired. It's just, I feel sad. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. But I'm a human being. You just don't want your child to have to go through so much. And I know I have a lot of children that have gone through a lot. And I think it's probably contributory to why I'm so sad today about it. It's just not again, you know, and it's what it is. And we will deal with it like we always do, and it'll be great, and she'll be great, and she'll be an amazing person, and this too shall pass, whatever happens. But yeah, sorry for the drama and the dramatics. Definitely, I'm just tired. But yeah, we're gonna end the video here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to respond. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, guys, you are wonderful. Bye.